Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and episode number 17 of the Did You Know series, where today we're going to be focusing on the new Revel with Wyatt DLC pack, as well as the new patch 1.13 update, as the new patch includes a bunch of bonus content, including new entrances and new moves. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please do consider subscribing, as I've got more Did You Know videos planned for the next few weeks. Kicking things off today, did you know that patch 1.13 includes a new move for Angelo Dawkins? This one comes from XGamer FPS 2164, who pointed out the addition of a new move that was added as part of patch 1.13, as the developers have patched in the Silencer, which is a new variation of a neckbreaker. As for who it belongs to, the Silencer is the solo finisher for Angelo Dawkins, though despite it being patched in, it's not added to Dawkins' moveset by default. Therefore, to add it, you will have to do this manually in Create a Moveset and then select this as his new finisher.
Double underhook into the neck breaker.
Did you know that Sami Zayn's Worlds Apart theme was added to the game in patch 1.13? This one is one that was announced ahead of time by the WWE Games account, as patch 1.13 added in Sami Zayn's Worlds Apart theme. Rather than replace the old one, the developers instead added it as an alternate option in Create an Entrance. Therefore, to use it, you'll have to manually update Sami and select the new theme, which is listed as Sami Zayn New. Did you know there's special Rivals commentary for Bray Wyatt and LA Knight? This one was suggested by quite a few people, including Dave Finley, Marcus Hamilton, Cat Kid and Exquisite Cake, as they all pointed out the inclusion of special Rivals commentary when having Bray Wyatt face off against LA Knight, as the announce team will reference the feud they had leading up to the Lights Out match.
Two men who can't seem to come to terms with one another's very existence, LA Knight and Bray Wyatt.
Well, there's a lot of frustration at play here on both sides. Knight just can't wrap his head around Bray's antics and thinks he's deranged.
And from Wyatt's perspective, that's all Knight's fault. He says Knight baited him, that he opened the door, and now Wyatt has to unleash all the darkness Knight's brought upon himself. You know what? He is deranged.
And things have come to a head in a big way between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Wyatt's mind games have gotten under Knight's skin, and he is fed up.
These are two very different competitors. Wyatt thinks Knight's a muscle-bound blowhard, and Knight thinks Bray is insane. The only thing they agree on is that the only way forward is through one another.
Along with the match commentary, there's also special commentary that takes place during the victory scenes, with unique commentary included for each outcome.
And in the end, it's Bray Wyatt who's victorious, inflicting all that physical punishment on Knight on top of all the mental punishment.
I have to wonder just how long it will be until Knight comes back around looking to even the score. You don't treat a man the way Wyatt treated Knight and expect him just to take it lying down.
Credit where credit is due. Congratulations to LA Knight. He's probably feeling vindicated right now.
Yeah, it must be a lot of weight off his shoulders to get this victory over Wyatt, to prove that the mind games and taunts aren't enough to shake up his game, because it is LA Knight's game.
Did you know that 2K have hidden a familiar superstar behind the Uncle Howdy mask? With the reveal of the Revel with Wyatt DLC, many players were asking the question of who can be found under the Uncle Howdy mask, and it didn't take long for the community to get an answer on this, as WWE Games modder What's the Status was able to edit Uncle Howdy and upload a modded version of the character without the mask. To show off how he looks without the mask, here's how he appears during his victory scene.
Here is your winner, Uncle Howdy!
That win took everything they had.
And then some.
We call a lot of matches, but this one's going to stick in my mind for weeks to come.
I agree with you on that, Corey. This one was unforgettable.
To get a better look at the face, if we load this version of Uncle Howdy into the creation suite, then it appears that the person behind the mask is none other than The Miz, as developers appear to have used The Miz's model as a base when creating Uncle Howdy. The use of The Miz's model becomes even more clearer when comparing Uncle Howdy with The Miz's original model, as you can instantly recognise the shape of his nose and his eyes. While the decision to use The Miz as Uncle Howdy is most likely a joke to help conceal his identity, the true identity of Uncle Howdy can actually be found elsewhere in the game, so stay tuned as I'll reveal that later in the video. Did you know that there's 2 entrance themes included for Blair Davenport? This one comes from Aulion8760, who notes the addition of a second entrance theme for Blair Davenport, as the developers have added her new theme to the Creation Suite. This one can be found when editing Blair in Create an Entrance and selecting the music option, as well. Blair has her old Raw Power theme set by default. Should you check out the list of entrance music, the developers have also included her new theme, which is listed as Blair Davenport New. Did you know that the Revel with Wyatt DLC includes a new trio entrance for the Viking Raiders? Following the addition of Valhalla in the Revel with Wyatt pack, the developers have included a new trio entrance for the Viking Raiders, as selecting Valhalla as their manager will see them all come out together.
You can just feel the ferocity of this trio.
Yeah, Eric and Ivar are vicious as it is, but when you add Valhalla, it's even worse.
Her presence certainly alters things.
It's almost like she awakens their bloodlust.
These three take no prisoners.
That's how you know this will get ugly.
Along with the new trio entrance, the developers have also updated the Viking Raiders tag team entrance, as patch 1.13 seeing their motion updated to match the motions in the new trio entrance.
Two big, bad, scary dudes who have run roughshod over the tag team division.
Yeah, two absolute wrecking balls who are thirsty for demolition.
A terrifying blend of size, speed, power, and agility. When you see these two behemoths walking towards you, a lot of people would argue the match is already over before the bell rings.
Did you know there's special Rivals commentary for Joe Gacy and Bron Breakker? Following on from the Rivals commentary that we featured earlier, Marcus Hamilton and Always Here also note the addition of Rivals commentary for Joe Gacy and Bron Breakker, as pairing these two up in a match leads to the following commentary.
Joe Gacy has made a name for himself as someone who loves to get inside people's heads, and lately his target has been Bron Breakker.
Well, Gacy likes to play with fire, and that's certainly what I'd call messing with Bron Breakker.
He knows he can get inside Breaker's head one way or another, and that's exactly what he plans to do here tonight.
Definitely no love lost between these two men, Bron Breakker and Joe Gacy, two superstars who both see themselves as the future of this industry, with two completely different ideologies when it comes to that matter.
Yeah, Breakker believes in hard work and determination to get to the top, while Gacy believes in entitlement and mind games.
Spoken like a true weak-minded individual, Saxton. Gacy promised to break Breakker, and would you look at that? He just did.
I don't know that I would say he broke him, Corey, but I'll admit Gacy took everything Breakker threw at him in this one and came out on top. He did it. Breakker blocked out the noise, the mind games from Gacy, and he's standing tall.
Brute force doesn't always get the job done, but it absolutely did here tonight. Sorry, Gacy. Back to the drawing board it is.
Did you know there's a major clue as to the true identity of Uncle Howdy? Despite The Miz being revealed as the superstar hidden behind the Uncle Howdy mask, there's been a lot of speculation that the true identity of the character was Bo Dallas, and that's something that appears to be confirmed in-game. Should you start a new universe mode and check out the title history for the original NXT Championship, then you'll notice that Uncle Howdy is listed as a one-time NXT Champion. Proving that this is intentional, should you switch over to the Days Held tab, this shows Uncle Howdy held the championship for 280 days, which appears to confirm him as Bo Dallas, as this was the same amount of time that Bo held the championship in 2013. Given these stats, this appears to suggest that 2K were either aware of Bo as Uncle Howdy and they gave him Bo's details in advance, or it's a nice little reference to all the speculation of Bo being Uncle Howdy. So there you go, that was more things you might not know in WWE 2K23. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do drop the video a like, as it really does help the channel out, and let me know in the comments what you made of today's inclusions, as well as any suggestions you have for things to cover in future episodes. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.